Come closer, my friend. You see that woman driving that black Range Rover? The one they call Madam Estate now. Let me tell you something. 7 years ago, that same woman was selling pure water in traffic. Yes, the same people who bow and say good morning ma today were the ones laughing at her and making videos. You don't believe me? Sit down, let me tell you how it happened. Chioma sat watching her father's hand shake as he held his retirement letter. Mr. Okafor has worked for the government for 35 years and now they were telling him his pension will come soon. That Nigerian word that means maybe never. My daughter, he finally said, I cannot pay your school fees anymore. That night, Chioma didn't cry. She lay on her bed in her Surulere flat, listening to her father crying through the tin wall and made herself a promise in the darkness. This would not be my end, only my beginning. 3 months at home felt like 3 years. She watched her school friends post pictures on social media, laughing in class, complaining about homework she wished she could do, while she ate one meal a day. Then one Tuesday morning, she woke up knowing what to do. She went to her aunt Ngozi and borrowed 15,000 naira to start selling pure water in traffic. Aunt Ngozi looked at her with shock. You, a university student, selling pure water like a village girl? Chioma's eyes showed something that made her stop. Not fear, but strength. Aunt Ngozi, hunger is worse than shame, and sitting at home waiting for a miracle is killing me. The next morning, she packed 2 cartons of pure water into a blue basin and walked to Ojueleba Junction. It took exactly 8 days before someone saw her. Blessing was in Chioma's class, daughter of a rich businessman, new handbag every week. When her Uber got stuck in Ojueleba traffic and she looked out the window, she grabbed her phone immediately. Come and see this girl that was acting rich in school. Now she's selling pure water in traffic. Within 2 hours, the video has spread through Unilag like fire. The comments were painful. Her father locked himself in a room and refused to eat. But the next morning, Chioma still packed her basin and went to Ojueleba Junction. She had learned that mockery only has power if you let it stop you. For 2 months, Mrs. Adeyemi has watched this young girl with the basin. She noticed how Chioma's water was always cold, how she said thank you even when people were rude, how the old university shirt she wore showed she hadn't always been on the streets. One Wednesday morning, she called Chioma aside. Instead of standing in this sun every day, bring water to my hotel, 20 bags every morning, I'll pay you weekly. Chioma's heart almost stopped. I'm not helping you because I pity you, Mrs. Adeyemi said. I am helping you because fighters deserve a chance. That conversation lasted 5 minutes. It changed everything. Sometimes God sends angels, and sometimes they look like old women who buy pure water. 6 months in, Chioma has learned what school never taught her. She wrote everything in a small notebook. How many bags sold, which spots were best, which hours were most profitable. She hired Tunde, a 16-year-old boy from her street. I'll pay you and I'll teach you, she told him. Watch everything I do. Together they grew. 5 hotels, 3 offices, 2 restaurants. When her old classmates were posting good life pictures on Instagram, Chioma was waking up at 4 a.m., wearing the same 3 dresses, eating plain rice and saving almost everything she made. They were getting degrees. She was building something real. COVID-19 locked down Lagos in 2020. Businesses closed. People sold land cheap just to survive. Chioma had saved 2 million naira over 3 years of hard work and sleepless nights. She bought land in Aja for 1.5 million naira. That place is in the middle of nowhere. You've wasted your money, everyone said. But Chioma had been reading newspapers, real estate blogs, government development plans. She knew something that others didn't. When Lagos reopened in 2021, that useless land was worth 7 million. She didn't sell. She used it to get a bank loan, bought 2 more plots and built 6 small flats. By 2023, all six were rented at 500,000 naira per year each. The pure water girl now had 3 million naira coming in every year while she slept. By 2025, Chioma now owned 3 properties and 18 flats. Then her agent called with news that made her heart race. Graceland Estate, Lekki, 30 houses, 80 million naira. The owner was retiring, his children were abroad, and the man wanted a quick sale. Most people heard 80 million and they ran away. Chioma ran toward it. She had 12 million naira cash and a 30 million naira in property. She needed 50 million naira more. She walked into 2 banks with a business plan so detailed that the managers sat up straight in their chairs, shocked that this young woman who started selling water in traffic was presenting like a trained expert. They gave her the loan. In October 2025, Chioma signed the papers and became the owner of Graceland Estate, all 30 houses, including the one where some very familiar faces were living as tenants. None of them knew their new landlord was the pure water girl. December 2025, Chioma drove through the estate gate in a black Range Rover. She stepped out in a white kaftan with her natural hair, calm face, and the change was complete. When the estate chairman announced, Madam Chioma Okafor, CEO of Chioma Great Properties, 3 faces in the crowd turned pale. Blessing, house 12, her mouth was wide open. 2 old classmates, house 7, looking like they've seen a ghost. Mrs. Johnson from her old church, who warned people about the pure water seller, house 22, was holding her chest. Chioma smiled and said simply, "Good morning, I'm a fair landlord. Your agreements stay the same. But when it's time to renew, rent goes up to current market prices. Thank you." Short, simple, and powerful. Every word landed like thunder. Blessing ran after her, mascara running down her face. "Chioma, I'm so sorry about that video. Please, can we talk?" Chioma looked at her, really looked at her. She remembered that day in traffic, the comments, her father's shame, the night she cried alone. Then she smiled, not with anger, but with something deeper. "Blessing, I forgive you. That video pushed me. Every time I wanted to quit, I remembered it and worked harder. So in a way, thank you." Blessing broke down crying in the parking lot. Chioma had already turned to leave. Revenge is sweet, but keeping your dignity is sweeter. In early 2026, Chioma launched a scholarship called From Streets to Success. 10 young people every year, school fees paid, monthly stipend, business mentorship. "Someone gave me 15,000 naira when I needed it most," she told reporters. "Now I can give much more." She also enrolled in a part-time MBA at Lagos Business School because the certificate was never the goal, knowledge was. Her father now walks their neighborhood with his chest out, telling everyone, "That is my daughter, the one I thought I failed. She taught me what success really means." And when young people ask Chioma for her secret, she tells them the same thing every time. "I started when people laughed. I kept going when they mocked me. I succeeded when they said I couldn't." Where you start does not decide where you finish. Your hard work decides that. That is how the pure water girl became the landlady. The end is really just another beginning. So remember, never laugh at someone's hustle. That person might be your landlord tomorrow. This is Chioma's story. Where you are now is not where you will stay. If this story touched your heart, hit that subscribe button for more powerful African stories every week. Real struggles, real victories. Share this with someone working hard right now who needs to hear that their struggle today can become their success story tomorrow. Drop a comment. What lesson touched you most from Chioma's story? Keep pushing, your turn is coming.